So the question is, what is the secret sauce?
I'm going to kind of emulate a very strict, straight eighth note groove. And everything is basically lined up. So here we go. Now, if I were to loosen that up in the exact same tempo it is, how do you do that? So my concept is, first of all, I'm going to loosen the hi-hat phrase up within that one bar, but then that alludes to what do you do with the snare drum. That particular groove, everything is lined up exactly on 2 and 4, 1 and 3. And we can talk about the bass drum concept later, because I always line that up on the, you got to line something up. So you might as well line the kick drum up, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do now to loosen that up, and I'll go back and forth, is I'm going to pull the snare drum back a couple of ticks or a couple of milliseconds.
If I line it up so everyone understands, you're talking about just metronomically keeping it, that's your even...
That's my, as if I'm playing with a click track, that's my even click.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull these back without dragging. So I'll play straight first. Now it has a groove to it, even though it may say, wow, you know, it feels like you're partying with it. Are you dragging? No, I'm not dragging, you know, which is the key.
No, definitely not.
When I play that really stiff, straight groove, I am literally stiffening up. So I don't want drummers to play stiff. I swear, this is almost like a learning exercise. You know, if you're playing with some, maybe a punk group, where, you know, you're going, stiff, but you know, I got to tell you, you play 10 minutes of that straight and you're going to feel that in your muscles. So there's got to be a happy balance of that. Because, you know, possibly the guitar player is like, instead of a phrase issue. So, you know, it boils down, which we discuss on the DVD, about fulcrum and technique and basic techniques of playing drums. You don't want to hold, you don't want to have real stiff holding. Because if I do that, I feel that all the way back here in my back, you know. But I do like, if you're going to play eighth notes, do accented eighth notes with downbeats on the quarters, or the opposite on the upbeats on the eighth notes. So this gives you a little more fluidity. And the same thing with two hands. So, I mean, if I... I still hear the eighth notes. It's all broken down to the same thing. What do you want to plug in to what groove that you're inventing or you're reproducing? And it was the magic of how all of us, and you know, it's been written over and over about John Bonham, but that's how he played, and that's just a wonderful thing. And it's, you know, he was very blessed to be able to have that concept at a young age. And that's what I try to tell all you guys, is to just, you know, try not to overplay, but, you know, just put your swing, even though it's not this. I mean, that's our, you know, quarter dotted 8/16 concept of swing. But if I'm going, you know, it's got a nice hump and a nice swing to it. You can still play